I just recently had the opportunity to interview Ben Relf from DialPad. I'm Paul Bloom, and you are watching In My Humble Opinion.
Well, thank you very much, Ben. We really appreciate your time to sit aside and have a conversation with us about DialPad. We've heard a lot about DialPad, but we thought we'd give you an opportunity as a representative of DialPad to shed some light and to potentially cover off a few of those burning questions that we have. Thank you for your availability. So I guess the first question is, what really is the key differentiator that sets your UC platform apart from what others are doing in the market today?
Yeah, thanks, Paul. Yeah, pleasure to speak with you, mate. Yeah, look, I suppose I'd probably talk from of what our customers tell us. The feedback we get from our clients is that they are always surprised how easy to use our platform is from a user experience, so frontline staff, as well as from a moves, adds and changes perspective, compared to what they're coming from or what they've seen out there in the market on other platforms. So, the ease of use, first and foremost. We're also a unified platform. So we're one of the only platforms in the market that can deliver your contact center, customer service type features, enterprise voice, which is integrated with your other productivity tools, including Microsoft Teams, and also the use of AI that helps your staff get better outcomes, have better conversations with their customers, resulting in better outcomes for that customer as well as the business.
So, wow. So are you saying that you don't just take care of the contact center and the client needs to bring their own PABX functionality? You actually address that whole spectrum?
Yep, yeah, correct. So lots of great contact centers out there. We could list those off, but we're one of the few that can deliver the contact center and enterprise voice. So those people for outside of the call center. So, your support staff, admin staff, accounts, the warehouse, so on and so forth. They all need a communication platform to work too. So you can get a contact center and roll out Microsoft Teams. What we can do is we can lay the foundation, integrate it into the contact center and into Microsoft Teams. So you've got a single user interface across your entire business, meaning analytics, recording, transcription, all that stuff is unified from a licensing perspective and from a user experience. So you're not siloing your business. And I should have also mentioned messaging, SMS, video, as well as digital engagement as well.
Oh, wow. That's certainly an impressive point of difference. Now, tell us a bit about the integrations. I mean, integrations are very often one of the key things in a contact center. What are they, and what are the benefits of these?
Yeah, look, our customers love the fact that our integrations with productivity tools such as Office 365, Google Workspace, Microsoft Teams, and CRM and ticketing systems are all native, out of the box, tick box integrations. So if your organization is running Office, we support single sign-on. If they're using Microsoft Teams, we support direct routing as well as license-free routing into Microsoft Teams, meaning you don't pay the PBX tax to Microsoft. You just download a little applet into Microsoft Teams and DialPad sits in there, as well as popular CRMs and ticketing systems like Salesforce, Zendesk, HubSpot, Dynamics, ServiceNow, the list goes on. And we've got open, actionable, and available APIs for any bespoke integrations. And why would you want to do that? Firstly, that single sign-on, the single user interface in Microsoft Teams, as well as click to dial from Salesforce or any CRM, ability to pop up your CRM based on the caller line ID, and link transcriptions, recordings, sentiment, outcomes into your CRM, as well as notes and summaries of those calls. So then you've got all that, important information at your single source of truth, which is typically your CRM.
Yeah, wow, that's that's a very impressive list of integrations and capabilities. So, what kind of industry verticals or market segments have you had good adoption or really excited about your platform? Where
Yeah,
would you say that is? Yeah.
yeah, look, that's a great question, and I know where we don't fit too, and both of them are important, right?
Yeah.
And so where we've done extremely well over the last, I'd say, 2 years is retail, and popular retail organisations. So lots of stores, and then they've got a central office with a customer services team and management. Transportation we've done really well in. Finance and insurance, anywhere where the recording, the transcription is important, as well as customer sentiment and coaching and that sort of stuff. And also health. We've done really well in health. And why we've done well in health is, again, in that customer service side of things, bringing in the transcription, the sentiment, the coaching, as well as including those other parts of the business where you might have a reception and meeting rooms and breakout rooms where they don't need an application with lots of fancy bells and whistles, but they need a basic phone in that room, and bringing all those different parts of the business together that we can report on and have a unified solution on.
Yeah, that's good. Hey, that's. Do you have any use cases or success stories that you could talk to?
Look, hot off the press, as of last week, we've just finished a case study with a health organisation. It's online, Auckland Eye. They've got about 10 sites across Auckland. What I love about this is not just the fact that they've done a case study, but we're a global platform. We deliver into 90 countries globally, and this is a local New Zealand business that we've got up on our website, right? So from a Kiwi perspective, it's great having local success stories. And so Auckland Eye is one. We completely changed the way they communicate. They moved off I'd say a hosted PBX, an old school sort of software platform that had no smarts, no integrations. Whereas we provided them our platform, transcription, sentiment, coaching, popping up little cards for their staff members based on questions asked. So that's a really good one. So I urge your people watching to just search Auckland Eye DialPad. Another one is Xero, another success story for New Zealand. Went global, so offices in New Zealand, Australia, the US, the UK, Europe, so on and so forth. And so we took all their on-premise platforms, moved into the cloud. We managed all their local breakout, DDIs, access, that sort of stuff. And we managed to save them hundreds of thousands of dollars a year by moving to a unified global platform. And so lastly, I had met up with the CEO of a large retail company that we rolled out DialPad with a few months ago, and his feedback to me was funny. He said, Ben, since deploying DialPad, we've stopped having people complain about our staff members not answering the phone. And as someone who's been in the industry like you, Paul, for many, many years, the basis of a communication platform is somebody answering that call. Simple.
Just answer the phone.
Just answer the phone, man. And so we've reduced those complaints, which were daily, to zero.
Oh, brilliant. No, that's good. We look forward to hearing more stories like that. So what does the future hold? What is the vision for the future in the UC and contact space, DialPad?
Yeah, look from a DialPad perspective, we've had huge growth over the last 3 years. We've actually just, as of yesterday, announced that we've hit 300 million ARR USD recurring revenue per year, which is a huge feat, right? To do 300 million USD a year. So we've had huge growth. With that growth, we've released features, mainly in the AI space, using transcription, real-time transcription, and sentiment, automating mundane tasks like playbooks and scorecards and stuff like that. So we've released a whole lot of these features, new integrations with ServiceNow and HubSpot and Dynamics and other platforms. And so over the next couple of years, we're really going to refine and improve those features. We've taken on board a lot of customer feedback about what we could do better in some of those newly released features. So it's really about, for us, refining and consolidating our platform. And saying that, also this week we've released online that we've acquired a workforce management platform called Surfboard, based out of the UK. That was, I suppose, a feature or a set that we used to outsource into one of our partners, and so we're now going to bring that in-house and have our own workforce management platform. So we'll be integrating that to our platform, refining it, bringing it into our single user interface. And so, yeah, so from a DialPad, it's really just that consolidation of what we've already done, so then we can continue our growth path. And look, I think from a global perspective, other vendors, will continue to see consolidation of, sort of legacy type platforms out there that we've seen, from the old school days, from our past of, and so we'll see consolidation. And look, who knows? Maybe new platforms are going to arrive on the market too. DialPad was new in the market, only a few years ago from a New Zealand perspective, we've just gone like that. So there's, they say there's always room for one more, right?
Yeah, very good. Yeah. So, being the new kids on the block, I guess, from our perspective anyway, some of the old providers have been around for a long time. What sort of common objections or misconceptions or ideas have you come across? Things you'd like to dispel? Here's your opportunity.
Yeah, it's actually it's a really good question. When I meet with clients, the first thing you do is don't talk about money, right? Because you want to understand what are they trying to achieve, what are the critical requirements, and you first want to see, can DialPad meet those requirements, exceed those requirements, and then you want to understand sort of budgets and this and that. One of the biggest misconceptions is that they can't afford DialPad because it's such a easy to use, integrated, unified platform. They think it's going to cost as much as some of those other enterprise class contact centers and that sort of stuff, whereas we don't. And there's a number of reasons why we don't cost as much: the way we architected, the way we designed, and also we're kind of again that's sort of been the new kid on the block. We started post iPhone. We've come out with a different mentality than maybe some of those other platforms out there. We're all about the end user experience. We're all about the ease of use, the integrations with your other productivity tools, and the use of AI to get better outcomes for your customers and for the business. And then we pull those together and then give the costings. Our customers are shocked of the value we provide for for what we cost. And so I'd say the biggest misconception is the cost. And the other one would be the surprise that we've got people in New Zealand. And that's the biggest, that's a huge misconception, is that we're a global platform with no local people. We are local. I've been in the business for 4 years, and obviously we've got staff in Australia, US, UK, all around the world.
Oh, well, that's great to know, and we really appreciate you dispelling those for us. It's been a pleasure. We look forward to seeing DialPad grow from strength to strength. Exciting times indeed. And thank you very much for your time. We really do appreciate you making the effort to have a chat.
Yeah, no worries, Paul. Pleasure.